What is goody? What is goody? What's up with you? Main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing up off the late night, champ. The late night. It's like 2 in the morning here on the East Coast. I am up with the Gila monsters. I'm up with the creatures. I'm up with those who work overnight. I'm up with the creatures of the night, and I feel like I'm home. What's up with you, man? I know y'all like, yo, what the hell? Main man, made man up at what? 2 o'clock in the morning. You're damn right. I'm up. I feel like talking about some boxing, and that's one of the most beautiful things when you are an independent person that have your own everything. You can do videos whenever you want. You can do whatever the hell you want. That is one of the most beautiful things about being independent, man. Orlando Finney, what's up, man? What's up with you, man? What you doing up, man? King, oh, man, my man King in the building, 3rd shift. Damn, son, I ain't expect nobody to be up. Nobody to be up this time of night, man. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm up. Y'all up. What's good with you, man? For everybody out there doing that overnight shift tonight, hats off to you. For everybody out there working that 3rd shift tonight, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Hey, say you good. You ironing your clothes. Okay, these regular hours for you, huh, Orlando? That's what it is, yo. Before we get this thing underway and we about to dig into this WilderFury situation, let me just first and foremost give a special shout out and a happy birthday. I repeat, happy birthday to one of my loyal supporters that I have to always shout out, and that is Miss Denise Wards. Sweetheart, this goes out to you. Denise Wards, this goes out to you, sweetie. Happy birthday. Do it up. Live it up. May God bless you, man. Hey, nothing but love for my homie Denise Wards. It's her birthday. Show some love. Show some love because she deserves it. She has been a loyal supporter of Main Man Made Man for a long time, and I really appreciate this individual, and I want to say happy birthday to you, sweetheart. Real talk. Kingpin, props from the UK, bro. UK in the building. What's up, fam? How you doing, man? To everybody that's rocking with me tonight, and I ain't expect none of y'all to be up, man. Hats off to y'all, man. Real talk, man. Real talk, man. Well, the thing is, man, what made the boy get on here tonight is that, I read the whole article from Keith Idec, and y'all hit the like button for me, man, as y'all come on up in here. Whether you're stopping through, whether you're fan, please hit the like button for me, man. You know what I mean? I greatly appreciate it. But I read the article today by Keith Idec that was on Boxing Scene, man. Yes, sir, Orlando. Happy birthday to Miss Denise Wards. Absolutely, absolutely. I read the article on Boxing Scene by Keith Idec, and I'm just looking at this thing. And let's just give full disclosure before we get into this. Remember something, that Boxing Scene is owned by CBS. CBS owns Showtime. You know what I mean? Showtime employs Deontay Wilder. So let's all remember at the end of the day, that these entities that come out and give their side, they all have certain allegiances. Now, as you can see from the Bang for Buck, what's up, family? What you doing up, man? Bang for Buck in the building, man. Bang for Buck in the building. Fury is scared for his life. As far as I'm concerned, that ESPN deal is a duck. I saw through the whole fight. Fury sticking his tongue out after every round, taking shots. That's a man who was scared. We're going to get into that, homie. We definitely going to get into that, man. Let me just say, man, I read the Keith Idec whole article up and down all around. For those who have not seen the Keith Idec article that's on Boxing Scene, please, I implore you to go over there and read that article. It gave a lot of nuggets. But as I was saying, remember, Boxing Scene is owned by CBS, which employs Showtime. And as you can see from the name of the title, WilderFury fans, WilderFury has the fans confused. Everybody is coming out and giving a side. We seen Tyson Fury sign a deal with ESPN, right? Linking up with Bob Arum, linking up with Top Rank to be co-promoted by Top Rank, and drip by drip by drip, every day that passes, a new bit of information is coming out. Now, Keith Idec, through this particular article, look, man, it's late night, so can that brother read? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and be super professional tonight, man. This is for the daytime. You hear me? I'm just want to say, man, he says that looking at this article by Keith Idec, man, he's giving out a lot of nuggets, and he's saying basically the offer that was offered to Deontay Wilder, which we heard Bob Arum say earlier this week, that they offered him a tremendous offer. Well, according to Keith Idec, he's saying that this offer was be for a 5-fight deal. And this is for Deontay Wilder to come and be promoted by Top Rank and fight on ESPN for his at least next 5 fights. And he's also saying that this is going to go down on ESPN Plus. He's letting out good nuggets like ESPN Plus's budget is much more bigger than the ESPN regular. They upped their budget. And you're looking to lure Deontay Wilder over to ESPN Plus and lock him in for his next 5 fights. That's what he's alluding to. And of course, as the article goes on, he's basically crapping on Top Rank, as he should, because he's employed by CBS. He's crapping on Top Rank, and he's saying, oh man, that, you know, these dudes, how can Wilder leave, you know, Heyman? He's loyal to Heyman. Showtime built his career, this, that, and the third, you know, and I understand where he's coming from. I truly understand where he's coming from. So it has fans confused, because on one hand, you got the Fury fans saying, well, look, Fury ain't doing nothing but capitalizing, and he should go off and get that money. You know, once again, I did a video about this. Boxing, after the lights go out, you know, things get hard for fighters in a lot of cases. So if you got an opportunity to go and get a lot of money, so be it. But then you got those on the Wilder side of the track saying like, yo, man, nah, man, Showtime built his career. Showtime did this for him. Al Heyman did that for him. Wilder's in a position where he has no promoter, where he can move from network to network. So, yeah, man, it benefits Wilder. So it got people wondering to themselves, what is the best thing? At the end of the day, fight fans, let me just say, the best thing for us is to get the fucking fight. That's starting off from the skip. That's the best thing for us. Now, also, according to this Keith Idec article, that if Deontay Wilder was to go over to ESPN Plus, right, then the first fight will not be Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. The first fight will be some sort of whatever fight on ESPN Plus. And then the Fury fight, who knows when it may come, but it should come sometime within that 5-fight deal. That is according to the article. Brayon Thomas, what's up, fam? Hey, yo, man. Hey, I got the fam up late at night, son. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all enjoying y'all Friday night, man. I can't believe I got the fam up off the late night, bro. I ain't expect none of y'all to be up tonight, man. Real talk. But that's the particular situation, man. But at the end of the day, with all of this that's going on, we the ones that's caught up in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like Bang for Buck just said, Kingpin in the building. What's up, man? Oh, I already saluted you. Sean Isaacs, what's up, fam? Sean Isaacs in the building. But like Bang for Buck just said, you know, I don't want to say Tyson Fury is scared, but I'm getting there, bruh. I'm really getting there, because how can we be where we were at last week, where we were in the 4th quarter of negotiations? This dude was okay with everything, and then boom, everything just blows up. Y'all seen Tyson Fury over there on ESPN earlier. He gave an interview with Max Kellerman, and I'm looking at this dude like, who the fuck is this? This ain't Tyson Fury. This dude got a suit and tie on. He's talking all right. What happened to the beard? Huh? What happened to the beard? He got a suit and tie on. He's sitting there all proper, like all clean shaven. He's talking all nice and calm and cool. Who is this dude? This ain't Tyson Fury. Where the fuck is the Gypsy King? This ain't the Gypsy King. And I'm like, yo, what is going on here? I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. This ain't Tyson Fury. He's pulling out of deals. Tyson Fury is a gypsy. One of the things to their people is that they are people of their word. What is going on? 100 M's will change you. Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, you hit it right on there. 100 M's will change. That wasn't Tyson Fury. It's like Tyson Fury now is looking at it like, look, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to go for the money. I'm going to go for the recognition. And whoever want to go with me can go with me. Whoever don't. But the question that I got to ask y'all, you know, and I did a video about this. Should Deontay Wilder, and I will look at y'all comments in the chat as I ask this question. Should Deontay Wilder value the freedom or value the money? Now, remember something. According to Keith Idec in this article, if Deontay Wilder goes to Top Rank, he's going to be over the ESPN. He's going to be promoted by them for the next 5 fights. He's going to be locked in. Locked in. Can't make the fight. Can't fight on certain networks. Got to basically be told who to fight. Now, I'm sure that they'll pay him very well for these fights. But should he value his freedom? Should he give up his freedom? And it's something I want to know. Real talk. Answer that question. Riddle me that. Brayon Thompson says the worst thing that can happen to a fighter, they get civilized. Yo, god damn, son. And that hurts, man, because for Tyson Fury, he wasn't civilized. That's what made so many people get attracted to Tyson Fury. He is not civilized. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury is raw. Tyson Fury is unhinged. Tyson Fury has no filter. Not clean with a suit and tie and sitting there with his, sitting there all proper like and clean and just saying PC things. And that ain't Tyson Fury, cuz. That ain't Tyson Fury. I wanted to see that rematch. Why would you make Fury fight some keep busy fight when the interest of Wilder versus Fury 2 is at its peak? It's a duck. I agree with you, bang for buck. I agree with that, bro. And that's what I don't get. Like, what is ESPN? Is this some sort of just, I want to humiliate Heyman type thing? I don't understand, because everybody is waiting on that fight. Why allow Wilder, try to sign Wilder to make him fight interim fights on ESPN Plus? Not ESPN regular, but ESPN Plus that only has 3 million subscribers. Why do that? Then go and let Tyson Fury fight whoever you want to fight. They made some suggestions towards Rivas towards the end of the article. They made some suggestions towards Kubrat Pulev. Do they not know that Tyson Fury is not going to be able to? How are you going to pay him $20 million to make those fights? It don't make no sense. It seems like some sort of corporate plan, and we caught in the middle. You hear me? That's what it seems like. It seems like some sort of corporate plan to, it's still this subscriber war. Oh, we need to build subscribers. Well, they want to put Deontay Wilder on ESPN Plus, one of the most, transformational heavyweights out there right now. He's loud. He draws attention. He has a movement. They think that Deontay Wilder is their key to gaining subscribers to ESPN Plus, correct? I don't get this, bro. And we the ones that's caught in the middle. We the ones sitting back, got to debate one another. Oh, this guy's this, that guy's that. We got to debate one another while these corporate entities are trying to convince us or convince some of the weak-minded people that their plan is the right plan. Nah, I'm not going for it, son. We want to see the fight next. Period. Tyson Fury, who I've been rocking with for years, better understand one thing. Your deal and everything it's to allure Deontay Wilder clearly. It's not because they just got all this love for you. Bro, once you get in that ring and you start doing your fundamental boxing like you always do, once you get in that ring and start fighting the way you like to fight, people are going to be turned off here in America. And ESPN going to start looking at them numbers like, whoa, that ain't good. That ain't good. And the reason I say this is that the corporate plan, man, listen, think about this. Keith Idec even revealed this in the article, and I got to agree with him on these numbers. Look at the numbers that Top Rank has been doing on ESPN. And look at the numbers that Deontay Wilder has done on Showtime. He's done better numbers on Showtime. So why does he need the biggest so-called platform in the world, right? If he's doing already better numbers on Showtime. They want Wilder over there to attract more people and to up their numbers. But Fury, can you do that? That's the golden question. That's the golden question. I don't get it, man. It just shocks me, man. I'm with you, bang for buck. It just shocks me, bro, that this fight is at its peak right now. At its peak, all the fans were on the edge of their seats. The numbers would have done much better than they did the first time around. And now y'all want to stall us? And so this makes me want to say that, look, man, Deontay Wilder, stay where the fuck you at. Stay where you at. What's the point? If you're going to go to ESPN just for them to say, oh, fight this guy, fight that guy on ESPN Plus, well, we got to pay some money for it. Then guess what? Stay where you at. That's not benefiting the fans. That's not benefit. We might well just look at you on Showtime, face the winner of whether it be Dominique Brazil, whether it be a Luis Ortiz rematch. We might well just settle for that. We might as well. Hawker Mustang in the building. What's up with you? What's up, man? If I'm hearing it's true, Bob Arum made Wilder a week off. As for Fury, I think Fury made a power move. And see, that's what I'm saying. And that's what's going to have us warn Hawker Mustang, because you're going to have some saying Fury made a power move. And then you're going to say, well, they offered Wilder a week fight. Now we're not getting no fight. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, think about this Fury power move. Fury did a power move, but Fury benefited Fury. Can we blame him? Hell no, we can't blame him. But Fury's alignments with ESPN puts him at odds with Anthony Joshua and Matchroom and DAZN. Puts him at odds right now because of the relationship with Bob Arum and Al Heyman. Everyone's at odds now. So though it's a power move for Fury, it's a terrible move for the fans. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. We got to look out for us, man. We can't think, it's good for Fury. I don't know how much even of a power move this is for Fury. How much of a power move is this for Fury, man? Because Fury's going to fight Kubrat Pulev. Fury's going to fight this dude Rivas. I mean, what are we talking about here? He's not going to give us the fights that we want to see. And that's what hurts. This hurts, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. The reason y'all know who, if y'all been rocking with me for a minute, y'all know, man. The second a fighter do something that I don't care for, I go in. It hurts, man, because Fury was my dude. Fury was my dude, bruh. Fury don't understand how many of his loyal supporters, like myself, that this hurts, because now you pulled out of this fight when we thought we were going to get this fight, and now you're just sitting back like, well, I'm the guy now. I'm on the biggest platform in the world. They got to get down with me. Like, dog, like Frank Warren pulled a fast one on us, huh? He pulled a fast one on us. Aquarius Love, what's up with you? I like your channel. You keep it real all day. All day. All day. Hawker Mustang, I'm not expecting to see Fury versus Wilder fight anytime soon now. Bro, look, man, Deontay Wilder is not going to go to ESPN to fight on no ESPN Plus. He ain't going to do it. And I know people may say, well, why, man? He's going to get paid this money. He's going to get paid that money. Oh, that's not everything to everybody sometimes, man. And I know look, when the lights go out, the fighters need money. I get you. But Wilder clearly act like he is in a good position. Says financially he's good. And not to mention, he don't forget the people who put him on this pedestal. It was not Top Rank. It was not ESPN. It was Showtime and Al Heyman that got him to the notoriety that he is at today. So he's going to repay them by just rolling? I can't say, no, he wrong for that. Now, I want them to do better by Wilder. I want them to do better by Wilder. But we got to understand, what does Wilder want? Does Wilder want to be locked into Showtime for a 6-fight deal worth $100 million? Do he want that? Does he want that? Or does he want the ability to constantly move around from network to network? That's the question we got to ask. Brayon Thompson in the building. What's up, Brayon? What's up with you? I don't think Wilder should chase Fury by lying to Top Rank. Remain the course. Call out Adam Kalnacki in the Barclays and remain a free agent. That's a good point. That'll be a good fight in New York. Kalnacki, but I don't think Kalnacki ready for that level yet. I think Kalnacki needs still a couple more good tune-ups. I like to see Kalnacki versus the winner of Joe Joyce and Romain Stavern. I think that'd be a good fight. Real talk. But Wilder has options over there on Showtime. It ain't Fury. It ain't AJ. Nah, it ain't. I'm being honest, but he has options. All of them have options. But are these options what the fans want? It's not, that's the golden question. Are these options what the fucking fans want? You know what I mean? That's the question. Real shit, man. But what if we end up getting Wilder versus AJ? And see, Wilder is in a position where Wilder can actually still do that fight. They can still go on and negotiate. I think Wilder should get the mandatory out the way first, but they can still go on and do that fight. He lock in with ESPN. He lock in with ESPN Plus. How much harder does it then get to do that fight, Kingpin? And this is what I'm talking about. So Fury, to me right now, man, the move that he pulled, it's just, bro, he gonna get a rude awakening if he don't move units. If he come over here and don't move the units that ESPN needs, that ESPN wants, they are not going to pay this dude $20 million a fight to fight bums. They ain't gonna happen. Does he not get that? That's not gonna happen. Who are you going to fight, my man? We don't want to see Pulev or Rivas. The UK might want to see that. No doubt about it. Y'all might be more interested in that than we are. But we not interested in a Pulev versus Fury. We not interested in a Rivas versus Fury. We not interested, especially when Fury just a week ago was ready to sign on the dotted line. That don't, man, son, I don't get that whole deal, bro. I would like for Wilder to fight AJ after AJ whoops Miller. I hear you, Hawker Mustang. I hope so. We got to see what AJ, listening to AJ, how he's talking, maybe, you know, coming over here, feeling this American culture, is starting to, he made me start to understand now that people see through a lot of the shit you put us through. That people see through that, look, bro, you need this fight. You need this fight. If you wanted to get to the respect that you hope for, the legendary status that you need, it goes through Deontay Wilder. It goes to becoming undisputed. It just does that, dog. Like, my deal is he needs, see, this is what I'll be saying. Wilder's in a position where all roads still lead back to Wilder. For Fury to be successful in his deal, he needs Wilder. For AJ to garner the American respect and the legendary status and to gain the universal respect that he craves, it goes through Wilder. Do y'all not understand that? Y'all don't seem to get that. Why is that so hard to comprehend? I don't understand. That you need Wilder. And Wilder's sitting back probably like, no, I'm not locking myself into nobody, man. Well, guess what, Wilder? I hope you know what you're doing, homie. That's all I can say to that. I don't know his finances. Don't care to know. But I just hope it works for you. That's all I can say. All three of them need each other. Agreed. 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 All three of them definitely needs each other for one part of their story or another. They definitely need each other. But what makes it so hard is when they are all on separate entities and none of these entities want to do business with each other. We caught in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We caught in the middle, son. And that's what I don't like, bruh. I don't like it. Heyman needs to tighten his circle. Somebody knew and didn't say shit about the double cross. I don't know, man. I mean, oh, that's that boardroom shit. I don't know. All I know is this, man. All I know is this. We as fans see, you know, American fans may say, well, Frank Warren came and he crossed us and he crossed Wilder and that's messed up. He was ushering side deals, but Frank Warren was just being the best promoter that he felt he could be. Tyson Fury is trying to make the most money he feels as though he can make. But what throws us off about all of that, right, is that they didn't come here in that fashion. That's what the UK fans, my UK brethren, y'all got to understand something. When Tyson Fury came to the American shores and the man that he showed us to be, that's not the man we thought would do something like this. You know what I mean? And that's just being 100. That's not the guy. We thought Tyson Fury was coming here, a man of his word, saying he was an oppressed, he comes from an oppressed people and saying that Deontay Wilder is this and Deontay Wilder is that, how easy it was to make the deal. And then the second time around, Deontay Wilder ain't putting up no obstacles, no walls, giving him 50-50, the whole 9 yards, smooth transition, and then you crap on him. And to Tyson Fury, it's like, no, I'm not crapping on him. I'm looking out for me. Okay, well, fine. No problem. You want to look out for you? There's going to come a time where ESPN is going to look up and say, well, Tyson, I ain't trying to be funny, but bro, your last fight ain't do too well. bro, I ain't trying to be funny, but the reviews from your last fight is saying that it put everybody to sleep. We need excitement. We need controversy. We need to move units. So if you don't do that, we need Deontay Wilder, basically, in a nutshell. You know? Lawrence Williams in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you? Up off the late night sun. It's 2:30 in the morning. I got the fam up in this joint. You hear me? It's good to see y'all up, man. I'm glad y'all rocking with me, man. I expected to be like nobody on tonight. I really didn't. Man. But I appreciate y'all up. I'm up. Y'all up. It's Friday night. I'm cooling. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna act like I ain't threw back one or two. Shit. Hell yeah, I did. It's Friday night. You hear me? Or is it Saturday night? No, it's Friday night. You know what I mean? We cooling, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, yo, and take your mind on a night like tonight, yo, if any of y'all have a Google Hangout, and I know y'all to be fam, if y'all want to get on Lawrence Williams, you're more than welcome, homie. Loving your channel, you more than welcome to get on. If you got a Google Plus, any of y'all want to get on with me tonight, the door is open. The door is open. Just holler at me. Let me know what your Gmail is, and I'll shoot you the link. But yeah, man, it's just that, dog. Like, that's all I'm saying, man. You know, and this hurts, man. It really hurts. We caught in the middle of all this fiasco. We don't know who to believe. We don't know whether to believe what's going on with Keith Idec is talking about. We don't know whether to believe you know, should we believe what Tyson Fury going after to get his money? That's the right thing to do, but it deprives us maybe of a fight. We don't know what to believe. You know what I'm saying? And we caught in the middle. All is boxing fans want to see is good fights, period. Bang for Buck says that's the first time Fury felt elite power. His dad said after the second knockdown, he would have thrown in the towel. Nothing more needs to be said. Slim, I mean, hey, you know, look, man, before all of this went down, I would have said, you tripping, man. Fury's a warrior, man. Fury approach fights like, yo, it happens. It's boxing. But, dog, right now, you might be right. You might be right. I just don't understand how you can pull out of negotiations like that, man. I just don't get it. And then lock yourself into a deal like this. Now you got not one, but two promoters. Two promoters. So all of this money that Fury's supposed to be making, how many hands is in the cookie jar? Man, I don't get it, man. I truly don't understand this, man. I really don't. And I don't understand. This could have happened afterwards. You know what I mean? They could have finished off with they unfinished business. And then afterwards, whoever won that fight could have reaped all of the rewards that it came to them. We would have got the fight we want to see. They would have got the deal that they wanted to get. It would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful. But instead, we getting a bunch of political mumbo jumbo. This side saying that, this side saying that. And this is the reason why boxing is taking a hit the way it takes. This is the reason why boxing can't rise to the top, man. Real shit. I don't get it, man. WilderFury picked the overweight, ring rusty, depressed Fury, and it backfired while propelling Fury's career. Fury maximizing his opportunity. I can't hate. Now we can't hate, and that's the reason I say, man, we caught in the middle, because it's like, yeah, he needs to go get his money, and we understand this is boxing. You know, you need to get that money after the lights go out. We get it, but yet we deprived of a fight, though, Kingpin. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that. Yeah, it's cool to root for Fury and him getting his money. That's good, man. I think that's great. I want to see all boxers be well. Let there be no misunderstanding. But at the end of the day, I want to see good fights. I want to see good fights, huh? I'm sorry. And you can blame me for that and say I'm wrong for that. But I want to see good fights. You know, I didn't even listen to how I'm sounding. All right, we sounded good. Yeah, man. I mean, I just want to see good fights. And y'all can say whatever you want. Yeah, Fury getting the money. We can't be mad at him. Yeah, hey, look, if it was any of us, we go get that money. Shit, how the hell we gonna turn on 100 million? We're gonna be like, yeah, cuz, what the 100 million at? You got the 100 million? Man, hell yeah, man. I ain't tripping on with nobody talking about. I'm taking that 100 million. I'm going to Disneyland. You hear me? Fuck that. I don't care what he talking about, what she talking about. She can call me any name she want. I got 100 million in the bank. I'll be all of that. I'll be all that. Call me a ducker, call me this, call me that, but I got 100 million in the bank. So I understand that, dog. I get it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we still gonna be deprived of a fight, and I'm hoping that they work it out, man. I ain't ever leaving 100 mil. And see, I feel you there, 92. I wouldn't leave it either, bro. I feel you. I'd probably be like, look, man, y'all tripping. Y'all call me whatever you want. You can call me a bald-headed, overweight, drug abuser, ducking, man, I got 100 mil in the bank. But here's the question: does Fury have 100 mil in the bank? That's the golden question. 92. Does Fury have the 100 million in the bank? No, because from what we hearing from Bob Arum, that's not true. Those are the words of Bob Arum. Bob Arum is saying that that's not true. He is alluding to the fact that this money has to be earned, not guaranteed, not given. You hear me? So what are we talking about? So you basically gambling, Tyson Fury. You hoping that ESPN is not going to sit around for 5 fights and feed you bums and pay you 20 million a fight. That don't add up, cuz. I don't care how many ones you carrying. That ain't going to add up, son. That's just not going to add up. You going to have to do something. Shit. I'm sorry, man. Floyd had a belt. Nobody on that side of the street at ESPN has a belt at heavyweight. So what the fuck is he doing over there with Bob Arum's in the house fight making ass? Because for Buck, you right, son. Because the reason is you just hit it on the head, bro. Ain't nobody over there. It's a graveyard. When it comes to the heavyweight division in ESPN, when it comes to the heavyweight division in Top Rank, it's a fucking graveyard, period. But what it is, it's the ability or the attempt to lure Deontay Wilder. Or maybe just, it's a long shot, but maybe the ability to lure Anthony Joshua. That's all it is. It's bait. Tyson Fury is bait. He don't seem to understand this in his gypsy nugget. He thinks that, oh, I'm just a dude. Everyone loves me. I can put on Batman suits. I can go in the press conference. Everybody loves me. Nah, cuz it's you are bait and you can draw either Bomb Squad, who they really want, or Anthony Joshua, who it's a long shot, but you know, because ESPN and the Zone are fighting for the same subscriber. It's a long shot, but guess what? You can lure those two to our channel. Man, come on. That's all it is, son. That's all it is. You hit it right on the head, bro. What the hell is he doing over there? Tyson Fury is not the most exciting heavyweight in the world. The first Fury fight is forgettable. The damn what's the other clown that he fought? I don't even remember the dude's name, man. He fucking forgettable, cuz shit was boring as hell, bruh. You are bait. You are a guppy. You are a goldfish hoping to lure the piranhas. That's what you are, Gypsy King. I don't want to go on Tyson Fury, man. They're going to make me, bruh. They're going to make me. Kingpin says, I agree. Oh, I'm sorry. Does it really matter? What's up with you? Aram said he don't know about 100 shit. Hey, you ain't laughing, son. He like, well, 100 what? Who told you that? Where you heard that from? What, you been talking to Mo on the corner? You out of your mouth. I ain't giving him no 100 million. Who told you that? That ain't guaranteed. That's what I'm telling people, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that, all this 100 million. 100 million what? 100 million what? Cracker Jacks? Like how many 100 million what? No, that ain't Fury. If your numbers come in looking like crap, guess what? We kicking your gypsy ass to the curb, and you're gonna be back with Frank Warren over on BT Sports talking about how many times you talking about your mental health story for the 1,000th time. That's what the hell gonna happen. And you're gonna be begging Wilder and saying, Wilder's I am the lineal champion. He's ducking me now. Yeah, take your ass back over to BT Sports. Go fight in Old Trutherford. That's what's gonna end up happening. While Wilder gonna still be sitting back, free as a bud, while AJ gonna be over there still making his bag with Eddie Hearn in the Zone. In Sky Sports, or should I say, because he's not locked in with the Zone, while he's still over there making his bag, while Deontay Wilder has his mandatory, has the PBC, has the power of Al Heyman, has, he's going to be okay. It's going to be Tyson Fury sitting back over in Old Trutherford with them brown shoes that he came over here with, looking like he was fresh off the boat. And he's going to be sitting back like, what? I am the lineal champion. And ain't nobody going to be hearing you, cuz. This fucked up, man. Real talk. 100 million. 100 million what? 100 million what? And I was actually thinking that it was the case because I thought he was going to fight Wilder. And that's the sad part. The deal actually with Tyson Fury has potential. It has crazy potential. It has the potential to make 100 million, but that's only if his numbers are good, B, he keeps winning, C, he has the proper dance partners. There's a lot of factors in that, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors in there. Real talk, man. What y'all talking about? All right, Bang for Buck says Fury and Pianetta. Oh, that was his name, Pianetta. I ain't gonna, dog. I'm never going. If you don't tell me his name, I'm not going to remember his name. It's Pianetta. Shit. If you don't say that, if you don't put that in the comment section, I'm gonna be like, what was his name? Piano Spaghetti. Well, like, I don't remember the dude's name. He is very forgettable, and so is that fight. The only fight that's rememberable from Tyson Fury is the Vladimir Klitschko fight. And why is that? Because he had a proper dance partner. Now, those diehards like myself, of course, we remember the Cunninghams and the Chisores of the world. But to the normal, everyday, casual person, no, they don't remember those fights. All they know is that's the gypsy dude. That's the dude from you. And I'm in no offense to my UK brethren, but all that the American fans remember from Tyson Fury was that's the UK cat that came over here and fought Wilder. Don't y'all get it? Pianetta. Fuck is Pianetta? Tell Pianetta. Who the fuck is Pianetta, man? 92 says any good boxing news? Yeah, man, it's a lot of good boxing news, huh? We got Eubanks and James DeGale coming up. I'm really looking forward to that fight. Of course, you know, the most underreported fight in boxing is Showtime Sean Porter versus Jordanis Ugas. Yo, man, it's a lot of good fights in coming up, huh? A lot of good fights. Pianetta. I thought the Fury versus Cunningham was exciting. Hawker Mustang, you thought that. The average everyday Joe who sits back and drinks 6-packs and who just sits back and go to work every goddamn day and just on the weekends watch fights, they don't know anything about that fight. This is what I'm saying. All they know is that he fought Wilder. That's it. That's all. That's it. BT put up big money for the promotion and it didn't get returned. So Frank Warren jumped ship and sorted out his man because BT wasn't impressed. Wow. So if BT wasn't impressed, what the hell makes him think that ESPN going to be impressed? ESPN going to have a shorter fuse than BT. ESPN going to be sitting back like, cuz you ain't producing. We need Wilder. I don't know, you know, Keith Idec, like I said before, he's aligned with Boxing Scene. So Boxing Scene is aligned with CBS. If this is true, that they offered Wilder a 5-fight deal to fight on ESPN Plus, and the first fight will not be Tyson Fury. What is this? That goes to show you what this is about. It's to lure Wilder over there. Or maybe even Anthony Joshua. It's to lure one of them over there to help them up their numbers. Tyson Fury, once again, you are bait, cuz. You are bait. That's it, man. Nelson Santos in the building. What's up, fam? What's up, bro? What you doing up? It's 2:43 in the morning on the East Coast, cuz. What up with you, man? What's up with you? You know what I mean? Salute, King. Is Aaron ruining the heavyweight division, or is he an evil genius doing his thing? Bro, he's ruining shit for us. From a fan point of view, he's ruining things. He's ruining things. If he would have just set his high ass on the sidelines, because don't make no mistake about it. Yo, Bob Arum smoked major weed. Major weed. Man, Bob Arum off the green crack. I'm trying to tell y'all. I know, bruh. Bob Arum smokes major weed. If he would have set his high ass on the side of the lines and allowed this fight to go through last week, we would have been in a good position. But no, Bob Arum sitting back, hitting a J, probably watching the TV like, you know what? You know what? This is an opportunity right here. Yo, man, I got it. I could probably get Wilder. Yeah. I could take him from Al Heyman. I'm going to offer him a bag, and I'm going to use Tyson Fury to do it. That's all that's going on, son. You hear me though? That's all that's going on, bro. And we getting, we getting used in the mist. That's all. Doesn't really matter. Says Ed Hawk. Wilder in a better position than both of them. Absolutely, bro. I couldn't agree with you. And this is, I was doubting that at first. I will sit here and admit I was doubting that at first. I was saying, I wanted Wilder to get his money. I don't like the fact that Anthony Joshua was in a beautiful deal. Now Tyson Fury is running around talking about he making $100 million, which is straight bullshit. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. But now when I think about it in its totality, these dudes still have to come and see Wilder. You dig? And Wilder is the one that can sit back comfortably and say what he can and cannot do. As for Anthony Joshua, he can't do that. To an extent, he can do that. But the question is, will he be willing to buck the zone? Because he's not locked in with the zone. But Eddie is locked in with the zone. You know what I'm saying? And so, but, as for the zone and ESPN, they ain't gonna do business. They not gonna do business. They are ball. Look, man. Once again, no offense to the UK fam. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know the zone business apparatus right now. They want the American fan, man. I'm using words like apparatus in this joint. I must have had too much to drink. Apparatus, though. Seriously, though, I don't even know where that came from, son. But at the end of the day, the zone's business apparatus. Yeah. Their apparatus right now is the fact that they want the American boxing fan. And because they know more money is over here. And ESPN wants the same thing. You know what I mean? Real shit. Real shit. Aram the OG, man. Aram gangster. He gangster, but yo, he do what he think. That's what I tell you, dog. He's sitting back with a fat ass J, son. I'm telling you what he doing, son. He got swishes all up in his room. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's rolling in the papers or if he's rolling in swishes. For those who don't know, I am an advocate for marijuana should be legal. Yes, I am an advocate. But at the end of the day, that's what he's doing. He's sitting back and he's rolling them fat ones. And he like, yeah, he's figuring out the game. He looking for them opportunities. And this is, one thing y'all got to understand is that Eddie Hearn, at least he admitted it. At least he came clean and he didn't hide it. He came out and said he wanted to sign Wilder. He wanted to sign Wilder to a fight with to a deal with the zone and put the zone versus the AJ versus Wilder fight on the zone. He admitted that. But as for Bob Arum, he just want to be sneaky about it. He want to kill the fight first, and now he gonna act like, oh yeah, we got the guy that you want to fight, Wilder. We got him. Yeah, he works for me now. He works for me now. So you got to come see me now. That's how Bob's sitting back. Blowing O's. That's my man. Bang for Buck says Aaron wants that Joshua money. He only signed Pulev because he's the IBF mandatory, and Joshua Fury is mega Vegas fight. The whole UK flying out for that. You know what, bro? Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. That's a good point. See, that's the thing about Bob Arum, man. He been playing this game so long where it's second nature to him. He plays chess and everybody else plays checkers. Not to mention he got that ESPN money to throw around right now. Shit, man. Arum is trying to sign up all. I wouldn't be surprised if he grabbed as many of the mandatories as he can get. He can look at that as a strategy. Oh, yeah, okay, I want the IBF guy. I'm going to snag the WBO guy. I'm going to snag the WBA guy. Can't get the WBC guy. Because Dominic Brazil is already rocking with Al Heyman. But who knows? And that's how he thinks about it, man. Arum is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. But we are getting caught in the mix. You know what I mean? We the ones that's getting caught in the middle. Like, yo, we just want to see the fights. That's it. Y'all can have y'all little fight. See, this is the thing that hurt boxing after Mayweather Pacquiao, man. People got to get this, man. This is what hurt boxing so bad around Mayweather Pacquiao because of the political differences and the network differences. It hurt us, man. Sean Azzy said, I got 100 UK pounds worth about 50 cents with Brexit on Eubank showing up tonight. Hey, bro, Eubank look, man, you already know, bro. I ain't got no love for Chris. I like to lead him with my head, Eubank. You know, I did thought it was funny, though, man, looking at that argument. Yeah, I see it at the press conference when they were arguing about if who said that George Groves couldn't commentate. Yo, that was hilarious, man, because your man, Chris Eubank Sr. with the hard S's, getting there. well, can we have a parliament's decisions? I have never seen the dude say anything with the letter S in it as much as Chris Eubanks Sr. does. So crisp. He says it's so crisp. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. But yo, man. Like, what the fuck? I be listening to Chris Eubanks Sr. talk, and every time he talk, I can't help but laugh because even words that don't have the letter S in it, he puts an S in it. You know what I mean? Well, whatever. Shears Beers in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, man? It's just hilarious to me. But truth be told, you know, James DeGale's body, man, it's always going to be a point that I don't know if it's going to hold up. I mean, at this point, I think he's in the fourth quarter of his career. I do think he has the better boxing skills than Chris Eubanks Jr. I don't think Chris Eubanks Jr. learned nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him changing overnight. And I think he's going to go in there and just try to maul a more war-torn James DeGale down, you know, to the end. And we'll see if it works for him. But I think he should get outboxed, but we just don't know. DGO in the building. What's up, fam? DGO in the building. What's up? Hey, yo, everybody up off the late night, though. Y'all be up. It's 2:50 in the morning here on the East Coast, huh? So it's 2:50 in the morning. It's good to see the fam in the building, man. It really is. Now, Aaron comes around and teaches everyone how to play the game once again. Yeah, he plays the game, man, but he always pisses off the fans, DGO. And this is the deal at the end. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. I don't care. I'm glad to see Fury get his money. Fury was getting paid pretty decent, I thought, probably in the rematch, given that it would have done bigger numbers. But this deal could have took place afterwards. If Bob Arum wanted to play these games, why he couldn't let this fight go through first? Why he got to crap on us, man? Why we got to take the hit and now got to go through the political bullshit and fight each other and argue with each other and sit back and debate each other? Oh, Fury was white. Oh, Wilder's people should have done a better job. Wilder's people should have got him a deal. Dog, we had to fucking fight. We didn't even have these conversations. All right, we could have just been talking about who wins, who loses, styles, stuff like that, like boxing fans is supposed to. Not, oh, this guy's right for getting the money, and no, that guy's right for staying on that network, and this guy's that. No, that ain't even us, man. That ain't even us, man. Nelson Santos says that main man, made man. Would you agree that of the three top heavyweights, Deontay Wilder is the one that can least afford to take an L because no one will fight him if he loses the title? Damn, because of the draw maybe situation. That's a good question, Nelson. Who can take the L? Well, truth be told, no, because if Tyson Fury takes the L, he has no belt, and he hasn't had a major win since he came back from his hiatus. You know, people may say it was a fluke. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I think Deontay Wilder is an animated character. I think Deontay Wilder has the right machine behind him where he can kind of get back on his feet if he took a loss, which I don't see it happening with the heavyweights we're talking about. The only one I think gives him trouble is Luis Ortiz. And but I think Tyson Fury, no, I think his would be worse. I think his would be worse because he don't have nothing. He hasn't done any. He hasn't actually beaten Wilder morally and what you may think. And oh well, it looks the eye test, and then, yeah, he officially he did not beat Wilder, so he hasn't had an accomplishment really of major caliber since he's been back. You know what I mean? And that's just being 100. I mean, I think in Wilder's case, they can say, well, look how many title defenses he had, and how he's, you know, he wanted to fight this guy and he wanted to fight that guy. A story can be made. You know what I mean? His mom and them. I hear that bang for buck. The Essex Kingdom, the Essex from your man Eubank Senior, man. I got a girl in Louisiana, and she's, and then the way he do it, right? It's like his mouth don't even be forming the letter S. Like, how does he do it? It just comes out of nowhere, like he's a ventriloquist or something. You know what I mean? It's like a ventriloquist. Imagine Chris Eubanks Sr. saying the word ventriloquist. Ventriloquist. Dog, I ain't never seen nothing like it. I'd be like, yo, where Where that S sound come from? How he's not even, he could say a word that doesn't even have the word, the letter S in it. He could say thus, and you'll hear this. Like, where does it come from? You know what I'm saying? This dude is amazing. This dude is amazing. Shit. Uncle Mustang says Fury is playing chess. Wilder is playing tic-tac-toe. Wilder is playing a loyal game, and Wilder is not rushing to anything. You know what I mean? And that's the thing what people got to understand, to my UK brethren. I know y'all sit back like, well, Wilder's people, Shelly ain't doing nothing, and Al ain't doing nothing, and this, that, the third. Wilder is patient. Wilder doesn't react fast. Wilder sits back, process it. He got people with him that processes. Y'all gotta understand something, man. Al Heyman and Sam Watson, these dudes were very successful businessmen in other areas of life where they don't sit back and just immediately jump on things. They factor in the risk versus reward. They factor in, well, are there opportunities for us to get taken advantage of? Things of that nature. He's not going to, just because Bob Arum is running around with an ESPN deal, throwing it, waving it in his face. No, there's small print there. That's how dudes sign. So, see, Tyson Fury signed so damn fast. He signed so damn fast. And he going to realize when, if he ain't producing, if he doesn't lure Deontay or Joshua over the ESPN, they're going to cancel his ass. They're going to cancel his gypsy ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being 100. I'm being 100. Bruh, how is it that you can't say, Bob, if you Bob Arum, riddle me this. How is it that you can't say, well, Wilder, we'll sign you for a one fight, maybe even a rematch, and you're fighting him next? Why does it have to be Wilder go to ESPN Plus, fight someone else, and maybe someone else after that? And then who knows when you'll get the Fury fight, but it'll be sometime within 5 fights. And that's according to Keith Iddick. Why does it have to be that? Why does it got to be all of that mumbo jumbo shit? Why can't it just be, okay, well, look, and then maybe I can even understand if Bob Arum say, okay, well, look, we're going to give you the Tyson Fury fight next. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. This is how much you'll make. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts. And a rematch clause. We'll give you all of that if you come on over here. Then a guy like myself, I couldn't argue against that. Then I'll be saying, well, Heyman, you got to let Wilder do what Wilder has to do. It will make sense. And in Chris Eubanks Sr.'s terms, it will make sense. Damn, imagine Chris Eubanks Sr. saying the word sense. That has 2 S's. God damn. Right here, bust my earphones. But I'm just saying it will make sense. But as opposed to that, it's all of these stipulations and all of this small print. And that's what I don't like. And that's what I'm saying. Parliamentary procedure. I hear you, Faithful. But when he said that, I was like, what is he talking about? Parliament procedure. Parliament procedure. What the fuck? Paulie Malignaggi sitting over there on the other side. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Parliamentary procedure. What is that? Chris Eubanks Sr., distinguished to the end. Distinguished to the end. Drink them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. It's Friday night. Have fun. Have fun. Doesn't really matter, says playing catch up to Heyman and got a long ways to go. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Real talk. Heyman is always he's a processor. He's a guy that processes things. You know what I'm saying? He's not a guy that sits back and and just jumps on immediately what's going on. Kingpin says Eubanks Sr. is in a totally different vibe. He's in a totally different vibe. Yeah, I don't know what vibe Chris Eubanks Sr. be in, bro. Your man be having the bow ties on like he one of the brothers selling the bean pies. Like, yo, my man Chris Eubanks Sr., he's a snappy little dresser, though. I got to give him that. I give him that. He's a snappy ass dresser. And it doesn't not at all matches the career that he had, because he was a rugged fighter. Rugged fighter. Well-respected fighter. No doubt about it. And please, people, don't misunderstand me. Do not misunderstand me. Chris Eubanks Sr. outside of the ring is nothing like Chris Eubanks Sr. inside the ring. I loved him when he was a fighter. Oh, shit. Orlando Finney in the building. 999 super chat. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. This is why you, sir, are my main man. Always been a loyal supporter. You are fam. You are fam. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? My main man. Appreciate that, fam. Um, yeah, he's in a totally different vibe though. Bang for Buck says Wilder versus Kalnaki would sell. I wouldn't trash Wilder for that fight, big baby. I wouldn't trash Wilder for that fight. Babyface is a live dog. My thing with Kalnaki is I wouldn't even want him to do that to himself. I mean, let him progress, let him develop, let him get properly to that level. Let him step up properly. Yeah, just because he one of the only heavyweights that's actually, you know, causing a name for himself doesn't necessarily mean you immediately put him in there with Wilder. You know what I mean? Let the dude develop. Let him become his own star in his own right. Let him come to his own skills within his own right. And then put him in there. That's not right. That's not fair to him. It's not fair to him. You know what I mean? And Kalnaki, I like him. I do. But I want to see him at the next level first. And maybe if he conquers that next level, then we talking Deontay Wilder, AJ, or whoever the fuck. But right now, let him get there, bruh. Don't rush him. It ain't no rush. Nelson Santos, oh, you talking to Hawk Mustang? I feel like that's how I feel. Only one that gives him trouble is Luis Ortiz. That's how I feel. Orlando Finley says it sucks for us boxing fans that we won't get that Andre versus Saunders fight. Billy Joe is moving up in weight to go for that 168-pound belt. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, I heard about that, man. I mean, there's some smoke up there for Billy Joe, but the smoke that he calling out, he's saying that he want to fight. He wants to fight Callum Smith, and I don't think that fight is possible given the network differences. Um, yeah, that's kind of messed up, bro. I mean, Billy Joe, I don't understand why he can't come back to 160. Is it the fact that he's not taking that shit no more, that he can't get back down to that weight class? I'm just asking a question. I find it funny. And I was going to put this in a video format, but I didn't. But I wondered that. Like, why is it all of a sudden that Billy Joe going up to 68 when all the smoke is still at 60? Now, if he wanted to come back and say, well, I'll fight one fight at 68 and then come back down to 60 to kind of get my shit back together. Okay, cool. But you saying you want to go up to 68 for what? For what? You ain't for Gennady Golovkin. You ain't for Canelo Alvarez. You ain't for Daniel Jacobs. You ain't for, of course, Demetrius Andrade. Like, there's a lot of smoke down there at 160. Why ain't you back down there no more? How is it that you were making it before and you ain't making it now? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. And I'm being honest. I don't like this move from Billy Joe Saunders. I don't like it. Yeah, smoke at 68, but I don't like this move. Why? Because he did not fight the people we wanted to see him fight at 60. Don't make no sense. We all jumped on Canelo Alvarez for going up to 68 when he did it, and we were like, well, what the fuck? Why is he doing that, bro? He has the opportunity to be undisputed at 160. He has the opportunity. He has fighters down there now that 160 is real contentious. He got some noise down there. Why is he running up to 68? And Billy Joe Saunders ain't no difference. See, I ain't but 2 seconds off Billy Joe Saunders anyway, cuz. You hear me? I ain't but 2 seconds up off him anyway. Getting a slap on the wrist, barely even missing any time out of the ring. When he turned into the super shredder, when he want to mess with homeless people, I ain't but 2 seconds off Billy Joe. And you want to run up to 68? Why? You can't make the weight no more? Why can't you make the weight no more? Why can't you make the weight no more, Billy Joe Saunders? You have to answer these questions. You see, this is the reason I be wanting some of these fighters to come on YouTube, bruh. I don't get it. Don't y'all, DGO, come on, bruh. Feel me, though. Feel me though, what I'm saying. How is it that this dude post drug suspension or whatever they gave him, because that wasn't a suspension, that was a vacation. Post drug vacation, he can't all of a sudden make 160 pounds no more. What's up, man? Am I tripping? I don't know. Bermain Festavern up against Joe Joyce. Yeah, hey, Joe Joyce better. Joe Joyce, but he spoke up Luis Ortiz. If he dusts Bermain Stavern, he needs to be finishing. He needs to be talking about Luis Ortiz. Or else we're going to look at Joe Joyce like, you just saying names? You just saying names? I mean, what's up, bro? We thought you and Luis Ortiz was going to make it happen. You're young. You're still developing. The same excuse that I gave for Adam Kalnacki as I just told my main man Bang for Buck. Like, we will give you the simple fact that you are still young and you're coming up. So granted, but you did say Luis Ortiz's name, and you had a lot of fans thinking that Luis Ortiz was maybe his next. So granted, if you beat Bermain Stavern, let's see if he pivots. I'm not ready to jump on him, but I'm just saying though. Nelson Santos says that main man, Ortiz is the only potential Wilder opponent that makes me nervous. I feel you, fam. I feel you. I'm going to tell you, man, Luis Ortiz always makes me nervous. Stylistically, the way that him and Deontay Wilder fights, a counterpunching southpaw versus a guy with a big right hand. That's just nervous all around the board. And see, this is what I was saying with AJ. And I seen them bring this up on the Breakfast Club, and this is just something that American fans feel in general. You want to win some respect. See Luis Ortiz. Show us that you can dispose of Luis Ortiz. And then I will be the first one up on here like, damn, son. This dude came over here and just destroyed Luis Ortiz. I will be the one. And I called him Project AJ. That won't see... Well, to my UK brethren, that won't stop. That won't stop until he shows me otherwise. Project AJ. And if he comes over here, and let's say the Wilder fight doesn't happen next, right? And he goes and he destroys Luis Ortiz, do you not understand what that would do for that man's reputation over here? It would take a major talking point away from us who goes against the dude all the time. And I'm just keeping it a buck, but he got to do it. Billy Joe needs a little juice to make 160. Yeah, man. Billy Joe, man. That's what I'm saying. You right, Huckleman. I guess it's a coincidence, huh? I guess it's just something. Oh, well, people grow, man. They grow, as you get older, you age, it's harder to make the way. Damn that. I ain't trying to hear none of that, cuz. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Ain't no damn coincidence that all of a sudden, post Billy Joe Saunders suspension, vacation, or whatever the fuck, it's no way that this man all of a sudden can't make 160, especially when Demetrius Andrade is saying that I'm still trying to give him the smoke. You don't see Demetrius Andrade sitting down like, oh, I don't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders, or I don't want to fight. He's saying, yeah, you still can get it. I seen headlines today of Demetrius Andrade talking about something. I'll go up to 168 to see you. What's up, brother? I don't even want to see you do that. Demetrius, don't remove yourself out of position to possibly get the winner versus Canelo and Jacobs. Don't remove yourself out of position to chase that lunchbox. Hell no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Billy Joe Saunders is a clown. I'm with you, DGO, all day. DGO says not disciplined, feeble-minded. Billy Joe Saunders, that's it. Feeble-minded is hell. Feeble-minded, bruh. And it makes me wonder how long you been on that shit, cuz. Because I'm going to tell you something. When he fought Akavov, remember Artur Akavov, when he fought him, overnight, it seems like Billy Joe Saunders got 10 times better. I'm just saying, though. It's like he got 10 times better. You cared. How long have y'all been letting them get away with that? Huh? Every fight that Billy Joe Saunders is involved in needs to have VADA, period. And I'm going to leave it there. Doesn't really matter. Says who was treated better, for juicing, Billy Joe or Canelo? I'd say Billy Joe. Billy Joe got suspended for 3 months. What was it, 3 months? At least Canelo did his full 6. Billy Joe ain't got nothing. Dog, his lawyers was out here talking about, oh, he was out here doing community service. He loves the kids. Billy Joe Saunders love the kids. He was out here doing this. He was out here doing that. You know, Billy Joe Saunders ain't never did anything to nobody. They wrote letters. I did a video about this, man. I put it in video format where we got it done officially. But they act like Billy Joe Saunders was just greatest citizen in the world, son. They act like this dude never jaywalked. They act like, oh, you know, Billy Joe Saunders ain't never did anything to nobody. He should be allowed to fight. He should be allowed to box. Billy Joe Saunders sat at the ring for a few months, few weeks, a matter of weeks. Of course, Billy Joe Saunders got hooked up, son. Come on, bro. You know that, man. You know that. Come on, man. Billy Joe Saunders got hooked all the way up. That man sat at the ring for a few months. They say this man was giving back to charity. He was feeding the kids. He was going to schools. He was doing everything. Billy Joe Saunders was doing it all. He is the best citizen in the world. They went up to they wrote letters, man. Like, and the sanctioning body, don't get me wrong. I think it was what, the WBO. They ain't no better. You know what I mean? They took that letter into account and they sat there and they read it. They was just like, you know what? Give him another shot. Give him another shot. Fuck out of here. Corruption at its finest. Big Baby was 300 pounds of a beast burger, man. I give AJ props to him if he KOs him. As far as Big Baby and AJ, no, I think AJ is going to destroy Big Mac, Big Burger, Big Belly, Jarrell Miller. I think he destroys him, but I like Jarrell Miller's attitude. I like his sense of entertainment. I like everything that he's bringing to this fight. But I mean, me watching just stylistically though, you know what I mean? I just don't see it. I mean, Big Baby got to get up close on you. He has to put his weight on you. His punches are like 6-inch punches, and he ain't Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? Like he has to get up on you. It's just, I see him eating so many shots from Anthony Joshua trying to get to the inside of him. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua knows how to fight tall. Anthony Joshua knows how to fight long. And the more leverage that Anthony Joshua gets on his shots, the more damaging they are. I mean, he throws a good uppercut. I just don't see it, cuz I think Big Baby goes in that thing, get put on his big ass back, and he gets up and like, you know what? that was a good fight, good punch. You know, I just, you know, I had to talk that shit to sell a fight, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I'm rooting for him, though. More power. Hey, Big Baby, if you pull it off, cuz I will get up on here and I will big him up heavy. But I just don't. Eddie, hey, look, Eddie Hearn ain't put that fight on for nothing. Eddie know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Eddie know what's up. Does it really matter? It says Andrade and Triple G was ordered, wasn't it? No. The fight that was ordered was Triple G and Jamal Charlo. Last I heard, and maybe it's something you know that I don't, but last I heard it was Triple G and Jamal Charlo. And you know, I don't understand how that fight can't happen or shouldn't have happened. And I was just talking with the homie, shout out to the homie Monty Brown TV. We did a show the other night, and we were talking about that. And it's like with that situation, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't appreciate the WBC ordering him to fight the loser of Canelo and Triple G. I think that was wrong. And now they're saying that they ordering that fight. So I don't know how that's going to work out. If Triple G goes on to fight somebody else, and we'll talk about it when the time comes. But if Triple G goes and fight someone else, I would think he will have to remove himself from the WBC because they ordered the fight. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Billy was taking a fat burner. Man, get the hell out of here, Hawker. Hawker, stop that shit, cuz. Billy was taking a fat burner. Yeah, okay. He was taking a fat burner. Oh, you saying he was taking an illegal fat burner? I agree with you. Don't say it was a legal fat burner. If you want to call it a fat burner, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he wasn't taking no fat burner, man. You know what I mean? He wasn't taking no fat burner. He was taking that super shredder stuff, bruh. Come on, bro. I ain't buying it. Whatever it was against Varda's protocols. And it shouldn't be used. According to what was his name? Mr. Snacks himself, Victor Conte is 10 times worse than what Canelo took. That's what he told us. It doesn't matter if it's effect. Lose it naturally. Lose it naturally. And if you can't make that weight, then of course you should go up. But that means you should have never been at 160 all of that time, right? I'm sure if he still had that belt, I wonder what he would have been saying. No, the fight would have had to happen in the UK. No, I'm not coming to the States. I'm not coming to Massachusetts or Boston. Imagine Chris Eubanks Sr. saying the word Massachusetts. Lord have mercy. Imagine Chris Eubanks Sr. saying the word Massachusetts. Chris Eubanks Jr. is the joke of the day. Anyway, we're moving on. DGO says that's still a rumor. Oh, okay, you're talking to someone else. Nelson Santos, main man. What, if anything, can Mikey Garcia do to get the upset over Errol? You know, we was talking about this. Truth be told, I don't know, man. The only thing that I think that Mikey can do to possibly get the upset over Errol is win 7 rounds. And without being knocked down, of course, but win 7 rounds. And the only way that I see that coming is Mikey going to possibly look to be a counterpuncher. That will lead to the question of, can Mikey take the punches of Errol Spence Jr.? Mikey says he sees something in Errol. He says he looked at the Kell Brook fight and he looked at the Lamont Peterson fight. I don't know what he's seen in the Lamont Peterson fight. But like I was just telling Monty Brown the other night, and shout out to Monty Brown once again and the homie Black Horseman, the only thing that I see him doing is either counterpunching or turning Errol and resetting them constantly. Those are the only 2 things that I can see. Using his footwork to constantly reset Errol by turning him. Errol has this thing where he gets sucked into a double jab and then he goes downstairs. Double jab, then he goes downstairs, and then he starts to work downstairs. But he never starts to do it without leading in with that jab first. So the only thing that I see that if he's looking to either counter over top of the jab like Kell Brook did, or either constantly turn and reset Errol, which would take a very strong version of Mikey Garcia. That's the only way I see it happen. And that's the only way I can see him winning 7 rounds. Does it really matter? Says get a pistol. You hear me though? Hey, son. Hey, I feel you there, bro. I don't see it happening, but that's the only way I see. I mean, can think that it happens. You better get a pistol. You better put some hollows in that joint. That's the only way. Sean Isaac says Earth going to shake if Miller hires the Glower. Who the fuck is the Glower, son? Break that down for me. If Miller, I guess you would, that's a typo. I'm thinking you saying Earth going to shake if Miller hits the floor. I think that's what you're trying to say. Hell yeah, man. The whole ring on cave in. Remember that when back in the day when Undertaker had slammed Mankind down from like the top of the cage and in the ring and the table broke, man. That's what's gonna happen. This was gonna happen. But hey, look, man, you gotta appreciate Miller's ability to sell his fight, though. You know what I mean? And I know Anthony Joshua at the end of the day, given that the people that roll with him, like Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn, they gotta sit back and they gotta say to themselves, I'm glad we chose Jarrell Miller, because this dude can sell a fucking fight. He can sell a fight. You know what I mean? Hold on. He could sell a fight, hands down. Have you seen that Big Baby? Have you seen Big Baby train? That motherfucker trains like a top shelf defensive linebacker. He got the back of a linebacker. You know what I mean? He took kick. Everybody like he took kicks to the head. He ain't getting knocked out. Shit. Hey, AJ a strong dude. AJ a strong dude, and he has good boxing ability. It ain't on the level of Wilder. You know what I mean? And this ain't the fight that's gonna get the respect. But at the end of the day, he got some good boxing ability. DGO, have you seen Baby train? That motherfucker trains like a oh, I already said that. Oh, floor. Okay. Hawker Mustang says, what are you drinking, man? Hey, son, I got wings. I'm off the Grey Goose vodka all day tonight. I'll usually always tell people that before we do the stream, whether we drinking coffee or we drinking potion. You know what I mean? I always usually tell people what we doing. And tonight's drink of choice, ladies and gentlemen, would be Grey Goose vodka, straight off the top shelf. Absolutely. And guess what? I'm good. This is the type of vodka that don't have you waking up the next morning with a full beard and hair on your knuckles. You know what I mean? Not to mention you won't be all hungover and head all binged around and all that stuff. Hey, bro, I had a long day, bro. For those who don't know, man, I'm in business. I do a lot of business for myself. I do a lot of online reselling. I do a lot of online selling, and I have a very successful business that I do that, but it takes a hell of a lot of work, and I put that work in the day, man. So the brother deserves it. You know what I mean? Hands down. Orlando says, because of Big Baby's past, AJ's people had better get that VADA testing. I'm just saying, hey, you ain't never lied, bro. You know what I mean? And this is the reason why I think that Big Baby beat AJ to bringing up the VADA situation. Remember, he tried to put on AJ, oh, well, I heard that the VADA testing was this and the VADA testing was that. I heard him say that. And yeah, Big Baby has issues with PEDs in the past, and they better give him that test. They better. But I think Big Baby gonna come into this fight 347 pounds, you know what I'm saying, and try to do his best to knock AJ out within them first 3 rounds. And if AJ take him beyond 3 to 4 rounds, he gonna drop that dude, cuz he gonna drop him. That's how I think it's gonna happen, man. But you ain't never lied, Orlando. I think that yeah, man, he bet to put that test on him, without a doubt. Big Baby says he has proof of AJ juicing, and AJ has not denied it. Yeah, man. You know, AJ ain't never been into the WBC clean box program from what we hear. And, you know, the thing is this, you know, people got to understand he's in the WBA fair boxing program. Now, they test, from what I understand, the top 5 year round. But from what I understand, when it comes to the super champion, there's like an exception to the rules, and they only test them during fights or something like that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody was showing, I don't know where I seen it at earlier. Somebody was putting up on YouTube some of the older pictures of AJ. Hey, yo, he was skinny as hell, bro. Like, he bulked up ASAP. And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to put that jacket on him, man, but I will if I see more evidence. DGO says Garcia needs to dismantle Spence's jab and fight small when he comes in to avoid the Spence's body attack. He'll have to, you know, that's the thing though. Can punch resistance at 147 going to be an issue? That's going to be the key issue for Garcia. And when people think about, you know, Mikey Garcia putting on more muscle mass and putting on more weight, the question got to ask yourself is, how far in the fight can he go? And this is why I say all he needs is 7 rounds. Even if he played defense from rounds 8 on to rounds 12, he needs 7 rounds. And that weight, the extra muscle that he putting on, not only punch resistance will be an issue, but how much punishment can he take? I mean, how much before he tires out? How much? Because those muscles or those snacks or whatever the fuck, they're going to suck up the oxygen. And how much can he take? You know what I mean? How much can he take? Hawker Mustang says, oh, Brian Thompson, what's up, fam? Hey, son, it's 3:22 in the morning, and I'm riding with y'all tonight. Hey, bro, I just thought I'd just, man, come up, get up on here, cool out with the family. Drink it if you got it. Blaze up if you got it all day. Hawker Mustang says, I'm sober tonight. We'll drink tomorrow. Hey, see, I'm drinking tonight and probably be sober tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I feel you, bro. Hey, you know, it's all love, man. Have fun, man. If you work hard, look, my message to you, if you work hard, and I don't suggest drinking, sit back and having a good time if you ain't getting no money, if you ain't sitting back doing shit with your life, if you just sitting on the table on the chair all day doing nothing with yourself. But if you work hard, if you got 1, if you got 2, if you got whatever many jobs, even if you a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home mom and you work hard, ain't nothing wrong with sitting back and cooling out with a few. Nothing wrong. And have fun, and you do you. You know what I'm saying? All day. Brian Thompson says, I hear you, champ. It's good to get lifted on the off days. Do you all day, son. Hey, you feel me, though? And that's how you supposed to do it. That's how you supposed. You got one life to live. If you want to sit back and you want to live and be, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I'm just a whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But those of us that work hard, those of us that do what we supposed to do, those of us that get up every day at the crack of dawn and keep on working to that night all week long, we can do what the hell we want, and we don't give a shit what you say. You know what I mean? All day. Sean Isaac says Warrington versus Kid Galahad upcoming. That's gonna be something. Hey man, Kid Galahad better win because what's my guy? Trainer. It's trainer. Kell Brooks, former trainer, man. He needs it. He needs it. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Brian Thompson, I don't know, man. Mikey be sparring some big youngins. Yeah, he does. Word on the curb is that he broke Marcos Maidana's ribs in sparring, right? That's the tale heard around the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he be sparring some big youngins, but and clearly between fights, he walks around as a big dude himself too. You know, we already seen how he eats. But at the end of the day, punch resistance is key, though. And you say he be sparring him, but sparring and a real fight is two different things, bro. I don't know, man. And Spence is the hardest punching welterweight. He's not like he's fighting a Paulie or, you know what I'm saying, even a Manny Pacquiao. Spence is the hardest punching welterweight, and we see that in fight after fight. Not to mention he's a relentless heavyweight. I mean, I say heavy, I slim. This Grey Goose getting to me. Welterweight. He keeps on coming. He never stops coming. You know what I mean? Like it's like keeping him off you is a job within itself. And I don't know how many of those big youngins that Mikey is sparring that keeps on coming. You dig? Like keeps on coming, son. Like never stops coming. That's something right there, son. Nelson Santos says, thank you for having one of the best live streams in the business. All day, fam. Hey, Nelson, all day. You know how we get down over here, fam. You know how we do all day. We always going to stay live on here, man. And I will never judge y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. It's all good. We have fun. I appreciate you for even rocking with me, bro. On the East Coast, it's 3:25 in the morning. I'm not waking up tomorrow. I usually doing coffee with Main Man on Saturday mornings. I'm not waking up tomorrow to about noonish, maybe even a little bit after that. Because why? Because I work my ass off, and you know what I'm saying. And I can do that. You know what I mean. So I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. But it's all good, bro. It's all good. What puncher has Spence fought? What? Kell Brook is a puncher, right? Oh, he was a damage puncher, but he was a puncher. Kell Brook was a puncher. You know what I'm saying? That's Lamont Peterson is a puncher. Wouldn't say he's a puncher. That's about it. As much as I can think of. I can say Kell Brook was a puncher, though. Kell Brook has stopped a lot of opponents early. You see what he did to the lower tier. Those Frankie Gavins and JoJo Dans of the world. I mean, not to mention, he keeps punchers honest in a lot of cases. So I say Kell Brook was a puncher. But that's about as far as it goes. That's about as far as it goes. You know what I mean? Does it really matter? Says Brook a puncher? Yeah, it didn't matter. I agree. 100%. Brian, 100%. I don't think hit harder than Keith Thurman. Even Bundu said that, but I believe Spence has mean pressure body. And that's the thing. I do believe that Spence is more of a chip away fighter, but he does hit hard, bro. He hits hard, man. When he finished Ocampo in like after 2 punches, not 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Not 2 minutes, 2 punches, like boom, boom, and it was over. You know what I mean? He hits hard, but if you can withstand his punches, then the next thing that you're gonna have to deal with is the fact that he's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. You know what I mean? And he's never going. He's relentless. That's the thing that I wonder, can Mikey take? Can Mikey take a relentless fighter who's going to be cutting the ring off, constantly coming for an entire fight? We don't know. I could be wrong here, man. Maybe I'm underestimating Mikey. I just need to see it. And I ain't wrong for saying that I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? DGO says Brook wasn't really a puncher. He had like a 60% KO. Yeah, but man, he kept fighters honest. I thought when you look at, say, he didn't do anything to Triple G. He put some good punches on him, but I don't know if he honestly hurt Triple G as much as the media and a lot of fans like to portray it. But I think Brook is a good puncher, man. I think Brook got some good power. He's big, and I do think Brook has some good power. It's not, does he have one punchable knockout power? No, but he has decent, respectable power, I believe. And that's all I think that Spence is beat. You know what I mean? I don't think it's nobody else beyond that, though. I mean, far as with that sort of power. Earl, the new Mike McCullum. God damn. Hell yeah. We need, the one thing that me and Monty Brown always talk about, and he don't be liking when I be saying this sometimes. He be like, son, what you talking about? And I say, look, man, I want to give the dude all these props. I want to say he's XYZ, but I needs to see it. We can't. A lot of fight fans, a lot of y'all fight fans are guilty of this. You go by eye test. You go by, oh, he looks as if he'll beat Keith Thurman. He looks as if he'll beat Terrence Bud Crawford. Yeah, I'm even hearing Errol Spence Jr. running around saying, well, if I beat Mikey, I'm number one pound for pound. And this has been a dude who's been real humble, reluctant to say he's number one pound for pound or whatever. He'll be like, well, let the fans decide that. But he's running around now saying that if I beat Mikey, I'm number one pound for pound. No, the fuck you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bruh, Mikey is a smaller fighter. I mean, I ain't gonna forget that notion. You know what I mean? Look, man, y'all may say, oh, it looks as if Earl Spence style is better than Keith Thurman style, but we don't know that, man. We don't know that. We have yet to see Earl Spence Jr. fight in prime, ready to go, full-fledged champion. He fought a broken Kell Brook. He fought a beyond the best years of his career, Lamont Peterson. And I ain't saying he a bad fighter. I ain't gonna sit here and say that. I think Earl is a hell of a fighter, dynamic young dude. But until he do it, is when I'll sit back and say, well, shit, yeah, that dude the truth. I mean, I don't know. And I'm down to see how he looks against Mikey Garcia. But he needs to go in there and get rid of Mikey. If he wants to make the statement of really being a pound for pound and having that debate even worthy to have, he has to get rid of Mikey. Get rid of him. Earl, the new Mike McCullum. Word of the day is Massachusetts by Chris Eubanks Sr. Moving right along. He popped that head up with that uppercut. Yeah, he did. He popped the shit out of that head. And that's you seen the posters all around the internet of Kell Brook and that uppercut and Kell in Triple G up looking like he just had some ammonia put up his nose or some shit. Yeah, man. Real talk. Crawford will have a better resume than Spence after he beats Queen Khan. Fight fans, stop talking bad about the resume of Terrence Bud Crawford. Stop it, man. Y'all need to cut that shit all the way out, man. Acting like Crawford ain't beat nobody out here, man. Come on, man. Come on. Olympians, unified champions. You know what I mean? He 3 divisions. Come on, man. When I hear people talking about, when I listen to fighters like Mikey Garcia, because he's now out trashing Terrence Crawford. See, here's the deal. Mikey shouldn't be saying shit because you avoided Terrence Crawford. Crawford was at 140. You wanted no smoke. Right or wrong? You wanted to fight what was the dude name? Zalatician or whatever the fuck. And what was the other guy he fought? The first guy he fought when he came back. He wanted to fight that caliber in a Sergey Lipinets, but he ain't want nothing to do when Terrence Crawford was down there, though. See, Mikey, you need to stop that, bruh, because you had more than enough opportunity to face Terrence Crawford if you wanted it. But now you want to sit back and say, oh, he ain't do this and he ain't fought this guy. He ain't fought that. Keith Thurman did the same thing. Everybody want to talk bad about Terrence Crawford, but don't nobody want to fight him. That's why I don't understand with these dudes, dog. The only one who big up and give respect to Terrence Crawford, and I like it, is Earl Spence Jr. Earl can't make that fight happen right now, and I think that's due to his political affiliations. I don't think because he's scared of Earl more so, but due to his political affiliations. I'm going to just be kind tonight off the Grey Goose and say that. You know what I mean? But at least he gives Terrence Crawford his respect. Keith Thurman don't do it. Mikey don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to fight him, though. And that's what I don't understand. Don't understand. Nelson Santos says, have you ever seen Earl's back foot game? And does he have one? And this is what I'm talking about right there, Nelson. Like, there are other levels to the fight game that I need to see from Earl Spence Jr. How does he react? Constantly going back. I remember Kell Brook pushed him back a few times, and he didn't look too sharp. And I'm in 100. He didn't look too sharp. There was points early on in their fight where Kell Brook did push him up against the ropes. and he did not look like this overall killer. You know what I'm saying? How does it react when he gets hurt? How does it react when a guy can take his punches or going to properly counterpunch him? So every time he comes to get to the inside to go to the body, he's eating uppercuts. He's eating a left hook. How does he react when a fighter keeps resetting him, making him overly think in the ring? Does he turn it up a notch? Does he make adjustments? These are all the things that we must see from Errol Spence Jr. And this is why when people will be like, well, he'll do this to Thurman, he'll do that to Thurman. And I want to say, okay, I hear you. I'm not going to go against you, but I don't know. I don't know that shit. All I know is every fight, I see the same exact Errol Spence Jr. People tell me, well, man, ain't nobody had to make him adjust. I agree with you. But someone will. Someone he's going to meet a match that's going to force him to have to do something else. And I want to see if he can do it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Exactly, Holmes. You're exactly right. We're not haters of Spence, but we need to see it. We don't believe you. You need more people all day. You know what I'm saying? That's all the brother's saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. You know, Spence, man. I be Ken Cats, man. You hate. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not hating on Spence, but show me where he had to make an adjustment. Show me if he has the ability to make an adjustment. You feel me? All I know is this, and I ain't trying to clown, but I'm being 100. Look at Jamel Charlo, huh? Jamel Charlo gets with Derrick James. He learns a certain type of style, and he turns into a one-trick pony. One-trick pony. Now, ain't nobody seen Jamel in months. I don't even know if the man is still alive. I don't know if the man is still breathing. No one has seen Jamel Charlo in months. Hey, yo, has anybody seen Jamel Charlo? For real, man. For real, man. Tell Jamel Charlo it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And stop talking about Jerry Swift hurt. That is bullshit. Mikey is a lightweight. And if he doesn't KO Mikey before 7, Spence will look really, really bad. It don't matter if he KOs him in any round, he'll look. It don't have to be before 7. You know what I mean? My deal is if he lets Mikey win 7 rounds and Mikey stays away from Errol Spence Jr. for the rest of that fight, we're gonna have Houston. We're gonna have a problem. Houston, we're gonna have a problem. And if Errol Spence Jr. allows Mikey to win 7 rounds in this fight, we're going to have a problem. There's going to be some conversations that got to be talked about. I'm going to be calling all of these Spencerites out, and I'm going to ask questions. They're not going to like my questions. They ain't going to like my questions, but I got questions. So, you know, I need to see it. My eyes are going to be glued to the two. Hey, bro, y'all need to come here for the post-fight reaction to that particular fight. If Mikey Garcia wins 7 rounds in that fight, Slim, I am going all the way in. You hear me? That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. Bud can't make a fight with none of them guys. Unfortunately, you're right. Unfortunately, you're right. If Mikey take that punishment 12 rounds, I'm testing him myself. You getting in the ring with him yourself. Ain't that right? Doesn't really matter. Man, Mike, I don't know, man. I don't see it, bro. But like I said, I want to be proven wrong. I'm giving the edge to Errol Spence Jr. as everyone should. Unless you just a boxing guru or some shit and you just know something that we don't. But other than that, I'm giving the edge to Errol Spence Jr. physically, stylistically, the weight differential, the whole 9, y'all. I'm giving it to Errol Spence Jr. He should destroy Mikey Garcia. And he better. He better. Because if he doesn't, how the fuck you think he gonna hang with Terrence Bud Crawford? And I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Brian Thompson says, I seen Jamel Charlo's missing poster on 49th and Qualls. Hey, that's my hood, son. Go ahead, bro. He ain't been around 49th and Qualls. He'd have got served. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Hey, son, has anybody seen Jamel, man? I ain't seen him, bro. He better not be around 49th and Qualls getting served. I'm trying to tell you. See something about a big wreck, man. I don't know, man. Hey, somebody pray for Jamel Charlo. Let everybody say a prayer for Jamel Lunchbox Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't seen him. We ain't heard from him. But now on the flip tip, maybe that's the right thing for him. He need to stay the fuck away from the cameras. You know what I'm saying? 49 call. Hey, he need to stay away from the camera though, man. He need to go. He need to stop being Hollywood. He need to take his ass back home. That's what he need to do, and remember who he was. So maybe him staying away from the camera, staying away from social media is the best thing for him. That is the proper answer. But on the flip tip, he better not be out here fucking with the water. I better not see Jamel Charlo out here at the pawn shops. I don't know what's going on with Jamel Charlo, man. You know what I mean? He's lunching. He's quiet. Hey, you know, I don't know what's up with him, bro. Last I heard, no one ain't seen him. His own brother ain't seen him. You know what I mean? I don't know. No one ain't seen. He ain't called in no shows. He ain't did no interviews. I just hope the man is still alive, and I hope the man is still breathing, and I hope he ain't fucking with the water. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Thompson says, "Will Mikey expose Earl?" I don't know. That remains to be seen, Brayon. That remains to be seen, homie. Shout out to 49th, and shout out to 49th. Had a homie out there. Shout out to 49th. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? KWA for life out here. You know what I mean? All day. I got fam still out there. All that Berry Farm. Shout out to the farms all day. Got fam still out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are my stomping grounds. That's where I come from. That's the cloth I'm cut from. I made it. I'm gonna leave it there. I made it. That's all I know. You know what I mean? Peace, made man. I got the jet. DGO. Peace out to you, family, all day. I appreciate you for sliding through. Hey, look, it's 3:40 in the morning. I'm about to get the fuck up off here. I'm twisted. Y'all, y'all don't know, the more I've been talking to y'all, the more I've been drinking, right? And I can do that because I work my ass off. So screw what you think. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm twisted. I'm not waking up tomorrow till about 12:30 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I can do that. I'm about to go get in my California King, and I see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Maybe we'll get up and we'll do coffee with Main Man or whatever the case may be. If not, then there's some good fights on the mob. We'll definitely do some reactions to those. Chris Eubanks Jr., James DeGale, that's gonna be good. UK brethren, tune in. Brayon, family, appreciate you for sliding through. DGO, appreciate you for sliding through. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Williams, appreciate you for sliding through. Nelson Santos, appreciate you for sliding through. Family, doesn't really matter. I appreciate you. Hawker Mustang, you know I appreciate you. And everybody else, man. If I ain't say your name, still know it's all love. At the end of the day, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man. Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. Take y'all ass to sleep, man. All day. See y'all on the next one. Peace out.